One of the things that we highlight to the Hujjāj when doing the ziyarah of the surrounds of Makkah al-Mukarramah is the Canal of Zubaydah. You can view this as you're driving, towards ʿArafah through Muzdalifah, or from ʿArafah back towards Mina through Muzdalifah. The brief story, and it's more the lesson behind it that I want to highlight, but the brief story is this, that she was the wife of the Abbasid Khalīfah Hārūn Rashīd. So she was a queen. And she came for Hajj and noticed that the locals were suffering as a result of scarcity of water and the Hujjāj. It was during a period of drought. But she was known to be a very pious queen who did a lot of humanitarian and community work. So she asked for this canal to be constructed. An entire valley of Hunain had to be purchased, and the water had to run for kilometers, coming from the direction of Taif and then flowing into the direction of Makkah al-Mukarramah, to be of assistance to the people locally as well as the Hujjaj that came. A lot of digging, a lot of breaking of mountainous rock had to take place, and she was cautioned that this is a very difficult task. It's a Herculean task, and it's going to be very expensive. She said, do it, even if I have to pay 1 dinar for every strike on a mountain rock with the pickaxe. It took a long time. Expert engineers had to be called in. And eventually, alhamdulillah, it was done, and people had water. And water was flowing through that canal right until a couple of decades ago, where due to neglect and other water sources coming up, there was no longer water there. But at least portions of it have been preserved and can be viewed to uphold her heritage and her memory and legacy. But that's what I've been highlighting to the Hujjaj, that what is going to be your legacy project? What is going to be your Waqf project? What is going to be your Sadaqah Jāriyah project? She spent all of this money from her own wealth, not from the public treasury. Now, we may think, well, I don't have that kind of wealth. When you're making dua to Allah, don't look at your weakness, look at Allah's greatness. You don't have to do such a massive project, but have this ambition that at least one such project which will continue to benefit people long after I'm gone. I want to do that in my life, so I can ensure that I leave that as my legacy or my Waqf project or my Sadaqah Jāriyah project.